The best hair color for an older woman based on skin tone after 60. You ever hold up a hair dye box in the drugstore, squinting under those fluorescent lights, and think, sure, this looks natural on her? Yeah, been there. And if you're anything like me, you've played the home coloring roulette more than once. One shade too dark, suddenly it's Halloween chic. One shade too light, hello, faded haystack. Somewhere along the way, someone told us that coloring your hair after 60 should be subtle, safe, and preferably beige. Welcome back to Glow After 60, where we skip the guilt, laugh at the guesses we've made, and try again, with a bit more savvy this time. Today, we're getting honest about hair color. Specifically, how to find a shade that actually works with your skin tone, whether you're warm, cool, or floating somewhere in the neutral zone, wondering why nothing looks quite right. We're tossing out the old color rules, side-eyeing those one-size-fits-no-one box colors, and figuring out what really flatters you now. Not 10 years ago, not on your niece, but you, with your gorgeous, seasoned skin and that wisdom-packed smile. We'll talk about why some colors drain your face faster than a night of bad sleep, why others somehow make your eyes pop, and how to spot your undertone without needing a degree in color theory. Oh, and we'll absolutely be calling out the shade I once tried that made me look like I moonlighted as a ventriloquist dummy. Stick around, because you might just realize that the color that's been aging you isn't your gray. It's the wrong warm. Ready? Let's start with the most common mistake we've all made and probably defended for years. Part 1. The too dark trap, when brunette becomes bruising. Let's start with a shade so many of us clung to for decades, dark brown. Rich, sleek, dependable, until one day, it starts looking more like a helmet than a hair color. I held on to my chocolate brown phase way longer than I should have. It felt safe, familiar, and hey, it matched my eyebrows. But somewhere between 58 and 60, I caught my reflection and thought, why do I look stern? You might be doing this too. No judgment. I did it for years. That deep brunette we once loved can suddenly start working against us. It draws attention to shadows, fine lines, and, worst of all, makes our skin look sallow or tired, especially if your undertone leans cool. And here's the kicker. We think it's natural because it's what we used to be, but guess what? So were roller skates and perms. Doesn't mean we need to bring them back. When your skin softens with age, your hair color has to follow suit. That same dark brown from your 40s. So what's the fix? Try a softer brunette with warm or neutral highlights. Think chestnut, mocha, even a bit of cinnamon. If your skin tone is cool, ask your stylist for a muted ash brown or a soft, cool taupe, not inky black or espresso. It's not about going blonde. It's about lifting the shade so it plays nice with your skin instead of picking a fight with it. And if you're nervous about looking washed out, the right tone will do the exact opposite. It'll lift your cheekbones, brighten your eyes, and dare I say, make you look like you've been sleeping 8 hours, even if you haven't since 1998. Next up, why going light doesn't always mean right, especially if your skin has warm golden tones and you've been tempted by Ash Blonde. Part 2. The Ash Blonde Backfire, when cool tones go cold. So maybe you've done the opposite of the too dark trap. You lightened up. You leaned into that ash blonde tone that looked so chic on your niece or your Pinterest board. I get it. Lighter hair feels like a fresh start. I too believed that if I just kept lightening, I'd look younger, softer, maybe even French. Spoiler, I did not look French. I looked pale, like I'd spent the night in a haunted house. Here's why. Ash blonde is cool-toned, and if your skin has warm undertones, think peach, golden, olive, that icy blonde can suck the life right out of your face. Instead of glowing, you look washed out, like your colorist also does ghost makeup on the side. Now, if your skin is naturally cool, rosy, pinkish, or fair with blue veins, ash can sometimes work. But even then, it's a delicate balance. Too ashy, and your face starts to look dull, like you've been under bad lighting since forever. The trick? Dimension. Even with cool skin, flat ash all over is rarely flattering after 60. It needs a little warmth, just enough to stop your skin from looking gray. Try mixing in champagne blonde, sandy beige, or even a soft pearl tone. These shades still feel cool, but they bring just enough light to balance your complexion. And if your skin leans warm, step away from the ash toner. Your best bet is a buttery blonde, warm honey, or golden wheat. These tones lift and reflect light without making you look like a powdered donut. Because here's the truth, brightening your hair shouldn't cancel your face. Coming up next, the undertone trap we all fall into when neutral skin tones get totally ignored in color charts and box dye instructions. Part 3, the neutral zone, when in-between gets left behind. Now let's talk about the group that rarely gets a shout-out in beauty magazines. Those of us with neutral undertones. Not warm, not cool, just somewhere in the middle. You might have neutral skin if gold and silver both look okay on you. If you can never quite tell if your veins are blue or green, or if every foundation you've tried has either looked too yellow or too pink. Been there. My makeup drawer is a graveyard of almost right shades. So what happens when neutral skin tries to follow warm or cool hair advice too closely? It gets confused. And you end up with a color that looks like it should work, but somehow doesn't. Like wearing your best friend's glasses. Close, but off just enough to give you a headache. Neutral skin actually needs balance. Nothing too golden, nothing too ashy. The problem? Most boxed dyes and salon charts push you into picking a side. Warm or cool. No Switzerland option. That's why people with neutral tones often walk out of the salon thinking, why does this color look like it belongs to someone else's head? What to try instead? Think soft cocoa brown, beige blonde, creamy caramel, colors with a muted richness, nothing too bright or flat. Look for descriptors like neutral, balanced, or natural, even if they sound boring, because trust me, boring is beautiful when it matches your skin. And here's a tip from hard-earned experience. Ask your stylist to keep contrast low. Neutral skin doesn't love harsh lines. A soft root melt or blended highlight works better than stark balayage or platinum streaks. You deserve a shade that doesn't compete with your face. It should complement it. Like a friend who makes you laugh, not one who borrows your clothes and never returns them. Next up, let's talk about the myth of covering gray completely and why that battle might not be worth the stress or the scalp burns. Part 4. The gray coverage obsession, when the fix becomes the flaw. Okay, let's talk about the thing that keeps salons in business and drugstore dye shelves fully stocked, covering gray. For years, I treated my grays like uninvited guests. The minute one popped up, I was sprinting for the nearest box of medium something brown. Didn't matter the undertone, the season, or if I had plans that day. If gray was showing, I was dying. And here's the twist. The more I tried to cover them completely, the worse my hair looked. Not just in color, but in texture, shine, and feel. It was like trying to paint over a crack in the wall without fixing what's underneath. You probably got the same advice I did. Cover them fast, cover them fully. But no one mentioned the toll it takes. The overlapping dye, the constant root panic, the way too dark color, again, starts to make your face look harder. And that's not even the worst part. Sometimes the full gray coverage makes the rest of your hair look flat, like a helmet, and it draws attention to your roots instead of away. Not the win we were promised. So what's the smarter approach? Embrace the blend. You don't have to go full silver fox unless you want to. but softening the contrast makes a world of difference. Try low lights instead of all-over dye. Let a few grays live their truth around your temples. Ask for dimensional color that respects your natural pattern instead of bulldozing over it. And the best part? When you stop fighting your roots, your whole face softens. The regrowth stress fades. And suddenly, your hair looks like it belongs to you again. Not a wig, not a filter. You. Next up, why the color that used to work so well might be clashing with your skin now, thanks to the quiet changes no one warned us about. Part 5. When your signature shade starts sabotaging you. We all had that shade, the one that made us feel put together, polished, maybe even a little flirty. For me, it was a worn golden brown with just enough copper to say, I still know where the fun is. I wore that color like a uniform, year after year, through job changes, birthdays, even menopause. It was familiar, flattering, until it wasn't. One morning, I looked in the mirror and something was off. My hair was the same, but my face looked tired, dull, like someone had turned the saturation down on my whole head. You ever had that moment where the shade you loved suddenly makes you look like you need a nap? Here's why. As we age, our skin tone shifts. Sometimes just slightly. Less pigment, less contrast. But enough to make a big difference in how color plays against it. That just right shade from 2002 might now be clashing with your softer skin tone in 2025. No shame, just better info. If you're clinging to a once flattering shade out of habit or loyalty, this might be your sign to reassess. You deserve more than autopilot hair. What to try instead? Ask your stylist to tweak your usual formula by half a shade. Cool it down, warm it up, or add softness with subtle highlights. Even a micro adjustment can bring your face back into balance. Think of it like your favorite lipstick, just in the next drawer over. Similar vibe, better fit. Because what worked at 40 doesn't always carry us gracefully into 60. And honestly, that's okay. We're not trying to rewind, we're trying to refine. Coming up next, how lighting, yes, lighting, can totally trick you into thinking your hair color is working when it's really just salon sorcery. Part 6. Salon lighting lies. When perfect hair turns problematic at home. You know that magical moment in the salon? When your color's just been rinsed, your stylist spins the chair, and bam, you look like you belong in a hair commercial. Cue the compliments, the glow, the "I still got it" smile. And then, you go home, walk into your bathroom, catch your reflection under those flattering fluorescent bulbs from 1994, and wonder, what happened? Been there, more than once. Turns out, salon lighting is a clever little trickster. It's designed to make everything look glossier, warmer, and more radiant. Even shades that are a little too brassy, too ashy, or just not quite right for your undertone can seem perfect until you see them in regular lighting. And that's not even the worst part. Natural daylight, the light that matters most, can be brutally honest. Suddenly, what looked like honey beige at the salon reads more like dishwater. Or that icy blonde turns downright blue. That doesn't mean your stylist did a bad job. It just means your real-world lighting needs to be factored in. So next time you're considering a color tweak, ask to see it in natural light. Step outside before the final rinse. Or hold up your phone and take a picture in front of a window. Because what looks good under spotlights should still hold up in your kitchen, your car, and yes, your dentist's waiting room. If it doesn't, time to rethink the tone. Maybe add warmth, soften the base, or blend more than you cover. Hair color after 60 isn't about impressing anyone under a ring light. It's about feeling great in your everyday. Coming up in the final part, a little wrap-up wisdom, and why hair color is less about hiding age and more about celebrating the face you've earned. So, what did we really learn today? That the usual isn't always the best. That ash blonde isn't automatically chic. That lighting can lie. and your signature shade might be low-key sabotaging you. But most of all, that choosing the right hair color after 60 isn't about covering, hiding, or fixing. It's about harmonizing with your skin, your features, your life now. You didn't mess up. You just didn't have the right info. We were all handed the same outdated hair advice back in the day. Go darker to look younger. Cover those grays. Stick with what you know. Well, we know better now, because your hair color shouldn't make you look tired, or washed out, or like you borrowed someone else's style from 1997. It should feel like you, just a little fresher, a little softer, a little younger, not in years, but in energy. So go ahead, rethink your brunette, rethink your blonde, rethink the idea that you have to pick between natural and nice looking. You get to choose again, and again, and again. If this helped you reimagine your next hair appointment or laugh at one of your past ones, drop a comment below. What shade are you letting go of? And what color are you curious to try next? And don't forget, here on Glow After 60, we're not chasing youth, we're chasing clarity, and maybe a little radiance along the way. Hit like, subscribe, and share this with a friend who still thinks jet black is a neutral. You've got options. Let's wear them well.